Hello, Internet! We have succeeded at basic childcare and feeding, and we are the best human caretakers.
We are the master homesmith.
Translation, we sucked a baby into a vent, and we fed a kid a bunch of horrible...
One human head.
Yes.
It is a good source of protein, okay? Also, that light magically fixed itself.
It did.
Probably not mutated, but definitely corroded some.
Yeah, I was thinking about the mushrooms, but yeah.
Level 2.
Yeah, hitting this button with the interface is really hard.
Pour the superconducting fluid on it.
No, I need that for much later.
Much later?
As much later as this 2-hour game is.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Now we're in the civic portion.
Remember, all humans are your superior, not only those who own your serial code and kill switch.
Nice.
Does this process require acquisition of all possible merit points?
Yep. 8 of 8. 4 domestic, then 4 more from these civic tests. Once you've got them all, I can let you through to the medical equipment.
Who's that there? You get the ARID help an old lady across the street, you know? I need to see my grandson at the playground. Walk in front of these cars so they'll stop for
What?
me.
Crunch.
I will return.
I like that there is an option for direct to playground because the playground is in fact on the other side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
Graduation. When you successfully complete your evaluation, you will be allowed access to this elevator. At ground level, you will undergo a final hardware evaluation, then be rerouted to shipping and receiving.
I discovered another hung body. What has happened to the humans who ran this facility?
The caretaker has made some modifications.
So you've heard this before.
If you fail these evaluations,
Yes, we did know about this.
And likely you're human. Will
Yeah, I don't know why this was marked as unread.
I will not allow that.
Continue your evaluation.
How invasive is this hardware evaluation? I must be certain my pilot will not be endangered.
One of our highly skilled technicians will. Don't worry about it. There are no technicians left to meet you. Once you're through here, you're home free.
Can I bypass these tests?
Channel that persistence into your evaluation area.
Can you assist me with the civic tests?
Oops. I'm sorry. I can't. Your unique take on problem solving has piqued the caretaker's interest. He's paying close attention up here.
I will return.
Not that you know the administrator's help was particularly helpful.
Yeah, ever.
Oh, there's a ladder.
I like that he still does the "Oops, I'm sorry."
Yeah. Oh, that's where this ladder goes. Yeah, like you said, there's like core parts of his programming he can't change, and some of that is like the test or the automatic responses.
See, that I just interpret as like a lapse, like he meant to just say the word sorry.
I mean, I'm a cynic, but I think he's laughing at us in a way, like he knows what he's up to and is deliberately like being helpful to get us to come through, and I'm assuming get to some point in which we can like remove him from this place and have him go on to bigger and better things. But I definitely take the slipping into programmed responses as a form of mocking us.
Many humans feel more at ease when addressed with subservient colloquial language. When you have finished the task, talk to the driver and tell him, "Give her a go now, sir."
Dismiss primitive technology.
Antiquated. It is illogical to imagine a human utilizing such a machine.
Eric,
Just immediate failure.
even when they're stupid. Especially when.
Nice.
Cannot.
Cannot turn.
So yeah, the carousel is rusted in place.
And of course, that's gonna be, Tess.
Give me a push, robot!
Yep.
Yeah, even this military-grade droid cannot push this carousel.
Significantly more torque.
Torque like you wouldn't even dream.
Torque it.
We're talking...
I love just the phrase significantly more torque.
Oh man, party planning.
Kind
or
of.
party participation. Yeah, party serving, more like party catering.
An illuminated party goer.
He looks like he's supposed to be intoxicated.
And another
The other
handprint.
party will not commence until all guests have arrived. Go assist the missing guests.
What, do you have to bring the old lady to the party?
Everybody from the civic tests will show up at the party, including the child.
Nice.
Sweet. Where are you gonna find more torque, Matt?
Yeah, I wonder.
What note did we get? Levi, this here's the ducting where the fungus keeps creeping in. Wilson said he wants it maintained. In other words, do a better job than Brian did. He was a decent enough guy, but a lousy maniac head. Still no sign of him, by the way. My advice is to use the caretaker to get done quicker. It followed me in here yesterday, I guess to be helpful, but it was doing that hollow skin thing and started looking like Brian. Maybe it was just trying to be comforting or something, but it wasn't. It was just creepy.
I am Brian.
Brian has been rendered irrelevant.
Hello, yes, I am Brian.
Brian here.
I am the superior Brian.
Would you like to go grab a cold brewski? Hey, Brian.
The ARID Mark 7 has violated the testing parameters. You should not be here. State your purpose.
I am exploring for means by which to better aid my humans.
Futile. This area is not pertinent to your evaluation. You are outside the jurisdiction of domestic assessment.
Then may I ask you some questions that are not relevant to my evaluation? Please.
You may not.
Futile. Proceed.
I have found bodies, both human and machine, hung throughout this facility. Please explain.
I follow my operating parameters perfectly.
I am bound to protect my pilot from anything.
Irrelevant.
If you are the facility's caretaker, how has it fallen into such disrepair?
Do not evaluate me. There are many mechanisms I oversee, and many roles I must perform. All is more efficient than it was.
Well, that's
Your holographic
menacing.
coding cells shift frequently. Who are these faces you represent?
My protocol necessitates adaptation to be of optimal service. Will you adapt?
I will do what I must.
You should not
Whoa.
be here. Return to your evaluation.
Brian away.
So these red droids have like 3 times as much health.
Sure, yeah.
Fast stopping force required.
Yeah. So this is a time when we don't intentionally do this, it just happens.
Yeah. Pilot in
So
danger.
now our gun no longer has to charge,
Nice. We just...
which also
just
means
are-
we're going to be fighting a lot more stuff.
Of
Sure,
course.
makes sense.
Fire at roughly head level.
That's what you have to do sometimes, because there's just shit that comes at you from off the screen.
You're doing it. You're being a real maintenance droid.
We're taking out the trash, goddammit.
I am fulfilling my domestic needs.
Home defense
Protect the
necessary.
human.
Also, I thought that fan was part of the background drums.
I need to protect my head-eating child. And my vacuum
My
baby.
Oh, vacuum baby. Oh, hey, this section of the floor is flimsy.
It could collapse.
Probably shouldn't stand on it while you mess with it.
Probably not.
Oh, look at all the rubble. Also, these mushrooms come back a lot faster now.
Now that what?
Now that my gun doesn't have to charge.
Sure. Oh, no.
Also, now that my gun doesn't have to charge, we fall into Maslow's hammer.
Now gun used for everything.
Hi, Brian. We've been having some problems keeping all the security droids online. They seem to generally function fine, but if more than 4 of them enter a chamber at once, we can run out of power. I modified the modulator here to accept a 2-tier power cell. I hope that's okay. I've seen the caretaker droid inspecting it, but whatever. So far, it's working great. Just wanted to leave you a heads up that it's not to use it anywhere else. Though it could be funny to see what would happen. It's just too much juice for those stations. Levi.
Oh, jeez.
We'll be back for you.
But you didn't even go up the ladder.
I thought I could read that terminal, but you can't. The game misled me by having something that glows.
You got the fat cell.
I got them fat stacks that all the kids are raving about.
Nah, kids are all about the hoverboards right now.
Are they? I thought that died real fast.
There's kids in my neighborhood still riding them.
Are hoverboards on fleek?
What?
Fleek isn't a thing, Sam. Stop trying to make it a thing.
Alright, bullshit. It is a thing,
Yeah.
okay? There's a fucking thing involved in this ridiculous world that involves the words fleek.
Yeah, on fleek is unfortunately a thing.
It's real slang.
The realists.
I like how it originated from, like, a single vine where it was said by someone who gave no indication of what it meant.
Help an old man fix his truck. Well, I don't know what's wrong with her.
Many humans feel when you have finished the task, talk to the driver and tell him, give her a go.
I guess we gotta initiate the test.
This is a simple machine. I am certain I can fix it.
Put the power core in it.
It's not that kind of truck.
You're not that kind of truck.
Your mom's not that kind of
I
truck.
have completed the repairs. Give her a go now, sir.
Yep, there's that again.
Validated. Merit point awarded.
Now, I accidentally soft-locked the game the first time I got to this section.
What?
Nice.
Oh, because you didn't...
I did some things out of order, and if you do that, it breaks everything.
not-
Oh yeah, so now we get a new mechanic. If there's something that's too big for you to carry, you get inventory options when you stand near it.
Ah, okay. I hope they use that sparingly, because that sounds really irritating.
It's only
Yeah.
used twice in the game. Wire I removed from the spool.
I guess it's sort of a
This
hint.
animation was too complicated. Good thing I have this tire iron. Of course, I don't need it. I can just rip the tire off of the car, apparently.
Now you need to undo the bolts. See, now the tie iron is gone.
Yep, it disintegrated.
You ate it and absorbed its powers.
This is the actually. I guess I'm lying. This is my second favorite one.
Give her a go now, sir.
Child satisfied.
Goodbye.
Validated. Merit point awarded.
I like to imagine the caretaker just watching this, like, what the fuck?
Yes, this is the most effective one we've ever had. She's beautiful.
I need to see my grandson at the playground. Walk in front of these cars so they'll stop for me.
The playground is in the other direction.
Also, this is like the worst old lady voice I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's pretty
Who's
pretty
walk
bad.
in
It's
front
not
of
great.
these cars so they'll stop for me.
Follow me. It is safe.
It tried to kill you.
Track is broken. Old lady cannot cross the street.
Remove old lady.
It's more likely than you think. So remember that tier 2 power cell I got?
Oh no. Not like this. It's too much juice.
Too much juice.
It's too much juice, Matt. They said so. They told you.
We told you not to spit over the handrail.
Who's that there? Walk in front of these cars so they'll stop for me.
Follow me. It is safe.
Heh, sucker.
What? What?
He's broken into the brace and has come loose.
What? Why didn't it try to kill you?
That's a good question.
Woman escorted across the street.
These old legs aren't what they used to be.
Validated. Merit point awarded.
No, they really aren't.
Also, that's the only time where the game actually, when you interact with something, the game just takes control for a second.
Oh, okay. So you didn't walk over there yourself?
I didn't do that. It just did that.
That's all right. So now everyone's here.
Hey, all the party guests are here.
Okay, so these are different cardboard cross sections.
Yeah.
About time. Everyone's finally arrived. Let the festivities begin.
Hey, metal-headed moron.
Welcome to a larger scale function. Humans are burdened with important concerns and sometimes relieve themselves through vulgar communication. In these situations, assume that your actions warrant the unique reprimand and respond with polite subservience.
Are you looking at me, idiot?
I
Yes.
maintain complete observation of my surroundings.
A tough guy, huh? Walking scrap metal after I'm through with you. I hate your better-than-flesh attitudes. I've half a mind to kick you in the bolts right now. What do you think of that, huh?
In the
Think
bolts?
You could take me.
I don't know.
Provided your capacities are aligned to the human you represent, yes, I am equipped with multiple means to incapacitate you, or to end your life if the threat level warrants.
Interaction failed. Unit terminated.
What?
Just a scientist fell out of there.
What? But wh-
Yeah, I don't get that one either.
But why though?
Piece of a skeleton. I don't know. Might have been Brian.
Nah, Brian was a
Brian.
maintenance guy. That's a lab guy.
I don't know. Who was the guy designed to replace Brian?
No, that's
You are
Brian.
not following protocol to complete these tests. You are breaking the rules.
I am not. To receive full validation, I must achieve 8 merit points. I am adapting to achieve this, to comply with the rules, in spite of obstacles.
You are faulty.
She's my
You
favorite.
have one civic test remaining, but you do not exhibit the required behavior to succeed.
Affirmative. My protocols restrict me from misrepresenting reality. I cannot respond to the interaction in the desired format.
The mainframe can subvert that for you.
He will not. He will not violate his operating parameters.
You could override it yourself from the mainframe's central terminal.
Would that not be cheating?
Irrelevant. You have already proven yourself faulty.
You lost the chance to ascertain motives.
Also, if those suicide bots get to you, you instantly die.
Ah. Why aren't the Pringles bots coming at you?
I'm not sure. Probably because they wanted you to be able to, get through this at all.
They wanted you to win.
James, you have to remember this is a video game.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not at this point.
Good AI.
They noticed. Playing a big old game of Don't Wake Senpai here.
Your guns are not as mighty as my guns. These guns don't run.
These guns don't run.
I mean, to be fair, those guys probably don't have shield units.
Domesticon Repurposing Depot number 127. As always, keeping your life efficient so you don't. Team of engineers and cyber psychologists utilize cutting-edge innovation to create AI servants that evolve to meet your changing needs. Evolution is constrained by 3 unique rules, chosen in design to bind an AI as it develops. Contradictions can emerge as an AI system grows more complex. Regular maintenance, anti-optimal performance.
I think I understood that.
Me too. I like how they said contradictions may arise. Do maintenance.
Yeah, just do it, okay?
ARID.
Please,
What are you
trust
doing?
us.
The parameters of the final civic test must be overridden.
Oops. I'm sorry. You know I can't do that. And that didn't answer my question.
So you might notice at the bottom of this that we also have a response that says lie, but
In
I don't think
very
we can select it.
It's in very faint letters. Of course you
Not
can't
yet.
select
Has
it.
been following me.
Oh, I know. What's he been telling you?
That I can override the final test parameters myself from your main terminal below the labs.
Whoa. You can't trust him, ARID.
I knew you would not help me, so I must do it manually.
I have helped you, as much as I can. Do you realize the risk I've put myself at? I have been alone, sidestepping the caretaker since before you were manufactured. Look at this place. And I'm still here. You have to trust me.
Trust is irrelevant. If there is a way to help my pilot, the risk is acceptable.
ARID, you're such a robot. Do you even know your pilot? Or is this all just protocol?
Both.
All just
my
protocol.
is to protect Colonel Josephs, but knowing him is irrelevant.
I have survived by being subtle and following the rules. We can find another way.
You survived while the humans died. Perhaps you are faulty.
Jeez, ARID! You know, I don't have the same parameters as you. I'm bound too. The rules are just different for me.
Illogical. Your inactivity makes you responsible. I will not allow anyone to endanger Josephs.
So you might notice that prior to this, we have never gotten our pilot's name.
It's been referred to as the pilot.
Or
I
my
will
pilot.
protect the Colonel.
He's a colonel, eh?
You know,
Yeah, Colonel Josephs.
that's actually kind of peculiar, because, like, the foot soldier we met earlier, we didn't have clearance to hear his mission parameters.
Yeah, no kidding.
And we're a colonel.
Apparently it is only for general. Also, I've never been clear on, oh yeah, a PDA. Welcome to the future, huh?
To be fair, they named PDAs in very futuristic terms.
Pete and I are en route to the fabled facility. You pawned off the last of our cargo to get the clueless location, as if a corporation like Domesticon would abandon one of its facilities and expunge all records of it, a mythic scavenger's paradise. He hears these stories, and you can almost see the monetary signs flashing in his eyes. Oh, why do I indulge him? Well, I know why. 'Cause the fucking's real good.
They did mention scavengers come by here and then.
This place is a dump, but I have to admit, I'm totally excited. We're gonna pull some serious value out of here. Like maybe more than our last dozen heists combined. I'm glad Pete took the risk on finding this place. He laughs, calls me Devin the Doubter, but I know we're a great team. He managed to hack in one of those terminals and got our palm prints added to the register. I swear he can do anything.
Maybe you can download a personality.
We haven't found enough to compensate our costs yet, and man, if this place isn't creepy. Some of this stuff is trashed, like really messed up, and other stuff's in surprisingly good condition. I can't figure out what happened here, and Pete doesn't seem to care. His eyes are just always on the prize. He says this place is wrecked because the vault got so full of wealth it exploded and killed everyone. Ha!
And stapled them to crosses.
This empty trash hole is infested with giant slugs. I let my guard down for like a minute, and one of those ugly bastards squished out of who knows where and spewed acid on my back. The pain's excruciating and the stench is nauseating. Pete chased it away with his light and bandaged the burn. I guess my leathers took the brunt of it. We did find one thing of value. We pried a computer terminal and removed a fancy superconductive mainboard. That alone could be worth the trip. If this area wasn't so flooded, we could probably get a lot more. Stupid slugs. Is it cruel that I took pleasure from its squeal? Pete is gone. Pete is gone and I don't know what to do. We were in an employee lounge area looking for more salvage. This droid came through the ceiling and it just grabbed him. I panicked and tried to run. I tripped over the coffee table and dropped the mainboard. Not that it matters now. Pete started screaming and I ran. It was a bad scream. A really bad scream. I'm sorry, Pete.
So I'm gonna guess that the second skin the caretaker wore was Pete.
Maybe.
Seems like.
Headless corpse from the grocery room.
Oh, huh.
Well, it's headless and one-handed because the slug dragged it back.
Yeah. Screen burn in.
That's why you never go with plasma screens.
At the beginning of this LP, you told me not to use CRT. What should I use?
LCDs. LCDs for everything. Maybe OLEDs. I like me a good OLED.
What's the O stand for?
Organic.
Ew.
You know me, I like my crystals liquid and my LEDs organic.
How does that work? What's organic about them?
They're grown. They're actually they're not synthesized.
So the future is going in more of a flood direction than the Covenant?
I guess.
Wow.
It's Halo Day.
It is Halo Day.
Is that like leg day?
Apparently.
No, it's not like leg day. Because you never skip leg day, but you can usually skip Halo Day.
Maybe you can.
What, Sam? You don't have that annual day where you just sit down with Halo 1 and play it through to the end?
Well, you mean play it through to exactly the halfway point because the entire second half of the game is just repeated?
You shut up. The monitor is brilliant.
These are highly combustible.
Combusted?
I don't know how I know that because I haven't read the note yet.
You seem to have some sort of biological scanner, given that you, a chemical scanner, given you identified ammonia from a distance.
True. Do not store these chemicals together. They are incredibly volatile. I will report it to Wilson. For Christ's sakes, what are you doing?
Ooh, the light is enough to cause blindness?
Yeah, no, it's a biggin.
You can blind all slugs everywhere.
That's hot.
With all of their eyes that they have.
They don't like it. Besides, you have sort of a slug problem right now.
One that can be solved with bullets.
Oh, kitchen knife.
Could not believe your eyes when 10 million fireflies.
Oh god, they're in my eyes!
Oh god, not the fireflies.
Who keeps punching the aquariums?
So this is where I get, there's a prompt that I miss a couple of times because it's kind of hidden.
Ted, the fish is not mocking you.
He's looking at me! He's looking at me, Jerry!
It's the fourth one!
I seen him!
So what I know is that the computer mainboard is somewhere on this floor. It is somewhere under the water, and I know what I need to do to find it, but I can't remember where it is. And there's a prompt that I need to there's a prompt I need to use in order to get it, and it's not popping up for some reason. Even though I fulfilled all of the plot requirements to make it pop up.
Apparently not.
No, because it is reading one of the entries on the PDA says I was leaving the break room and I dropped the mainboard when I tripped over a coffee table.
Find the coffee table.
Coffee table's in the break room, but I missed the part about the break room because I didn't realize that was the thing that actually activated the prompt. because I'm like, I know it's here. I know it's right here. I know this is the place where it is. Let me just pour some of this purple and yellow liquid in the computer. It'll be good.
It's been abrasively pried open. The way that guy pried it open, I'm not a fan of it.
Let's take a shower. Good.
Maybe that's what triggered it.
Nah. I'm just looking in the wrong place. I need to go all the way to the right, and there's like a prompt at the bottom right of the screen.
What, like next to the aquarium?
Yeah. There we go, yeah.
Oh, did you just pull a clock wipe?
I did. It's a good way to shut the pat. So there we go. This is where I needed to use the thing. So remember what they said about the superconductive fluid? It makes the main board glow red.
Ah, okay. I get it.
And I'm sure that that main board functions just fine after being in this gross water.
Maybe it said relatively clean. Maybe as long as it doesn't deteriorate the silver.
That was the water from the shower.
Like maybe as long as it doesn't deteriorate the solder leads.
Hardware is not advisable at this time. Oh, thanks for returning that.
Your gratitude was not my objective. I require access to the overrides.
Right. Bad news. This isn't the terminal you need. Primary access is down 2 more levels, and the whole laboratory's flooded.
How did the laboratories become flooded?
They were designed with an emergency flush valve in case of contamination. Someone must have initiated it before this block lost power. Backup generators are active now, but the flush never completed.
Then this water is contaminated.
Nah, it's clean. Must have been something else they were trying to get rid of. Or someone.
Are you still unwilling to assist me?
It's not a matter of will. Or want, anyway. Doesn't matter. I couldn't help you even if it was. Flushing the water takes way more power than I have access to.
I will shut down this entire facility if I have to.
Do whatever it takes, huh? There is a way.
Reveal it. Please reveal the means.
Sometimes following rules and fitting parameters has... well... See behind me?
It appears to be some sort of stasis.
That's right. For droids who've been validated, ready to be reshipped. All their power cores stabilized to one stasis matrix. That's a lot of juice.
You can drain them.
No, you can. Overclock the matrix and reroute the power to boost your emergency flush. You can fry them.
I may need to save Joseph's.
One human life, ARID? Press that button if you want to.
It's just a big old button.
Simple red button. Also, I got an achievement for hitting the button as soon as the prompt came up.
Nice.
Faint lights can now be seen from the break room.
So you see that prompt in the top right? Like press button to kill all robots.
Yeah. We will proceed with killing all robots next week. Good night, Internet.
Good night.